You're watching Spirit Spotlight.
Hey everybody, this is Szumowicz with WNEM TV5 Sports, and welcome to the Spirit Spotlight, where we zone in on everything Saginaw Spirit hockey. Once again joined by play-by-play commentator Dylan Clark of the Saginaw Spirit. Guys just came off of a really good performance this past Saturday against the Peterborough Petes, picking up the 5-2 victory, kind of talking about how the guys are feeling coming out of that one.
I'd say pretty good, especially in the context of needing a response after the game on last Thursday against Ottawa. That was a hard-fought one, and again, Peterborough in 4th place in the Eastern Conference when that game went down. So if things don't go Saginaw's way, then there's really not much to talk about during what could have been a really positive homestand. So they pick up that win. They kind of had to put the pieces back together a little bit to do it. They pick up 2 wins out of 5 on that homestand, but you know, they got that last one, and they're feeling pretty good going into a pretty good road trip. So they got contributions from a lot of different places. You know, there was a goal that Brody Papoy scored later on in that game where a lot of the youngsters had hands in it. Drew Roscoe, Brian Hanrahan, you know, not all of them got credit for it on the goal, obviously, but I think we saw the youngsters, the 2008s and the 2009s. I think we saw them grow up a lot in that hockey game.
It's really encouraging to see that as well. And that was a game too that was tight in the second period. Neither team was able to pull ahead, and then 3 straight they pulled off in that third period, actually, just to be able to respond back. Kind of what did you see kind of change in those 2 periods?
I don't know. I think they just started going in, to be honest with you. They got the lid off the net, which was good, and Saginaw's lid stayed on the net. You know, for Stepan Shugan, I don't know that anybody benefited more or had a better bounce back game than he did. You know, he made 37 saves against Ottawa on Thursday, but still 8 goals against, and what he'll probably be the first to say wasn't his favorite game or wasn't his best game. So he's one of the elite goaltenders in the league. He's one of the elite goaltenders that's going to be available for the NHL draft, and you know, he showed a lot of mental toughness getting back in the crease on Saturday against Peterborough. Not just getting back in there and playing okay. He was lights out. He made 47 saves, and he's I just talked to Nikita Klepov. He said that Shurigan was the biggest reason why they won that game.
That's huge, especially coming from a guy like Klepov. Third time this year he's received OHL Rookie of the Month honors. I mean, just how huge is that for him, just continuing this year?
Nobody's done it in the OHL since 2019. Marco Rossi for Ottawa was the last player to win Rookie of the Month 3 separate times. And the most that it's ever been done in 1 year is 4. Andrei Svechnikov did it with the Barrie Colts the year before that. So if Klepov has a good month of March, he might be rewriting or at least adding his name to OHL history books. And the way he's played right now, he leads the league with 85 points on the season. He seems to be he's starting to be a breakaway candidate or the breakaway favorite for the Ems Family Award as the top first-year player, the Rookie of the Year in the OHL. So if that ends up being the case, I mean, the year after Michael Misa, Saginaw's last Ems Family Award winner, the year after he is done with the team,
right,
they have another one. I mean, that's just like a perfect 3-year cycle right there. And again, it's not a guarantee, but the way Klepov's been playing right now, I think he's a lot of people's favorite to win the Rookie of the Year.
Has it just really been this year especially? I mean, we've seen so many great young guys come out of the Spirit, but like this year specifically, the rookies, and you said just in that last game, they're really starting to find their form, and they're exciting to watch. Like, how much have you seen just the young group of these guys just continue to grow over the year?
Well, in a season like this where there have been so many guys that have gone on to take the next step, Perek, Misa, Chernyshov, like that leaves some spots open for young guys to step up. And if this was 2024 and the Spirit were loaded with 10 NHL drafted players and they were looking for a Memorial Cup run, guys like Ryan Hanrahan, guys like Levi Harper, they wouldn't be getting as much ice time as they are right now.
Right.
That's just kind of the nature of the beast. But with where they are in their cycle of contention, it's a perfect opportunity for the young guys to not just get ice time, but get real valuable and really important minutes here on this hockey team. So, and like I said, in that Peterborough game especially, we saw them kind of grow up a lot in a short amount of time. Sometimes it happens quicker than others, but I think watching these guys turn into not just new guys, but bona fide, legitimate Ontario Hockey League players. It's been a lot of fun, and they've got 8 more games here in the regular season to do it even more, and then who knows what can happen come playoff time.
Yeah, in the next couple games, the guys are going to get the chance to meet some teams in the East that they haven't seen in a little bit. First up, they got the Niagara IceDogs on Thursday. Talk to me a little bit about that matchup.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Shootout back here at the Dow Event Center, all the way back at the beginning of the season that didn't fall their way. So Niagara's in a playoff spot out in the Eastern Conference, 6th place right now as we film this. So it's another challenge out of many. The biggest one on the weekend is probably going to be Brantford the next night on Friday. They're sitting on top of the Eastern Conference right now, and everybody has tabbed them to probably be one of the teams battling for the J. Ross Robertson Cup as OHL champions. So their only meeting with Brantford didn't go particularly well last time, so I know that'll be in the back of guys' minds. And then they'll close off the weekend Sunday afternoon in Erie. That's you can't really put must-win on any particular game, because I guess depending on how you look at it, they're all must-win games. But that one for sure, Erie's a team all the way at the bottom of the Western Conference. They're not in the playoff picture right now, so can't afford to drop 2 points against them.
From the time that you've been able to see the Bulldogs this year, kind of what makes this team so dangerous?
Well, to go back to the game that they played here in Saginaw, I mean, at that point in the season, that was the best team, just from my own personal standpoint, above the red line. That was the best team that I had seen in the league with breakout passes. Like, their defenseman picked up the puck behind the net, a step to the middle, and all of a sudden it's at the Spirit blue line, and it's in for an offensive opportunity. Like they, and that's what we got used to with Jorian Donovan and Rodman Denisio and Zane Perek and on down the list. We got used to seeing that here in Saginaw. That's a large part of the reason why that Spirit team was so successful in 2024. So they've got a ton of great players. They work in tandem real well. It's going to be a challenge, but you know what? That's a good measuring stick game to see exactly where do the young guys stack up against a team that's got a dozen or so NHLers on it.
And then, of course, closing out the weekend on Sunday when they face off against Erie, a team they've seen a good bit and that Saginaw's played well against. Talk to me kind of just like how that series has gone this year.
Yeah, the advantage in the season series has been Saginaw's by a good bit. They played real well there in Erie last time. Needed some good goaltending. I don't expect that to be any different this time. Otters are in a little bit of a different spot than the Spirit are, but go back to the playoff series last year and just how intense that got. I'm sure Erie would love to play a small part in their eyes, trying to make it so that the Spirit don't make the playoffs. So I expect that to be a pretty a pretty heated game, pretty fierce. Otters do a lot of things well, so we'll see exactly what two teams have in the gas tank by the time Sunday afternoon rolls around.
The guys came off a very physical one with that Peterborough game. It was chippy in that one especially, and they're going to be right back at it this week. Kind of what is this week kind of set in tone for the guys? 8 games left on the schedule. What does this week kind of mean for these groups?
Well, it's a brand new month. It's the last month of the regular season, right? So the challenges don't get any easier. I know they're trying to balance practice and rest because we played 60 games at this point. It is a bit of a tough balancing act when you get to this time of the year. But get into your playoff habits. The more you can solidify those now against kind of a decent range of opponents, the more you can kind of crystallize those in these guys' heads now, the better off you're going to be come March 21st.
Perfect. So once again, guys, it's going to be a busy week for the Spirit on the road. First up with Niagara on Thursday, taking on the Bulldogs on Friday, and then closing out the weekend on Sunday when they take on the Erie Otters. So if you guys are looking to catch up on all the games, TV5 will have all of your coverage of those games as they go on. And of course, when the Spirit come back to the Dow Event Center, if you're looking to get to any of the remaining regular season games, go to SaginawSpirit.com for ticket information and more. But once again, Dylan, thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure. I'm Austin Szumowicz with TV5 Sports. This has been the Spirit Spotlight. Go Spirit.